So there have been a few really interesting high-level appointments in the real estate world lately. And if you look closely, they're not just your typical C-suite shuffle. They're actually telling us a fascinating story about where this whole industry is headed. It's all about technology, it's about human connection, and really a whole new way of thinking about leadership.
And that brings us to the big question we're digging into today. What does modern real estate leadership actually look like? Is it all going to be algorithms and data? Or is there still a crucial place for that old-fashioned, gut instinct, human experience? Let's dive in and see what's going on.
Well, the answer isn't so simple. As it turns out, it's really a tale of two incredibly powerful forces that, at first glance, seem like they're complete opposites, but they're both shaping the future of the business as we speak.
Right, so these recent leadership changes are basically signaling a brand new mandate for the industry. Let's break down what that actually means.
Okay, so on one hand, you've got this massive push for AI integration. Embedding artificial intelligence right into the core of how real estate works. But on the other hand, you're seeing a serious doubling down on human expertise, on promoting leaders with deep industry knowledge and a real people-first approach. Let's start by taking a look at the AI side of this equation.
So this first trend is perfectly captured by a landmark move from the nation's largest multiple listing service, the MLS. And they're not just, adding a few AI features here and there. They're rebuilding their entire foundation around it. Bright MLS, and remember, they're the biggest player in the whole country, just appointed its first ever Chief AI Officer, Rajiv Sajja. This is not some small company just experimenting. This is a huge signal from the very top about the direction the industry is taking.
Their goal? To become what they're calling an AI-native MLS. And this isn't just about adding a new tool or a new button to click. It means AI is literally built into the DNA of the system, from how listings get managed to how market insights are delivered to agents. And make no mistake, this commitment comes right from the top. The CEO of Bright MLS, Brian Donnellan, put it super plainly. AI has to be built into the core. This is a fundamental architectural shift, not just some cosmetic update.
So, what does this actually mean for you, the agent or the broker, on a day-to-day basis? Well, the goals here are incredibly practical. We're talking about simplifying how you enter a listing, making sure the data is actually accurate, and, this is a big one, streamlining workflows so agents can finally focus on what they do best, serving their clients.
But just as the industry is sprinting towards this high-tech future, another equally powerful move happens that reminds us all about the enduring value of human experience. So let's look at the other side of this story.
And this quote just perfectly captures the counterpoint. While one CEO is talking about building AI into the core of his business, you've got another one, Patrick Bain, over at the Long & Foster Companies, highlighting a new leader's people-first leadership style. And that leader is Lacey Conway, who was just appointed president of Long & Foster Real Estate. And her resume? Well, it tells you everything you need to know about this second trend.
See, her appointment wasn't about her tech credentials. It was about her 2 decades of leadership experience, her 5-year run as a CEO of a major firm, and her deep understanding of merger and acquisition strategy. In other words, her CEO said she has walked in the shoes of agents, managers, and leaders. It's all about that human experience.
So is it a choice then? Tech versus touch? Data versus experience? Well, a third recent appointment suggests that the real answer is a little more nuanced. It seems the future isn't about choosing one over the other, it's about blending them.
So let's take a look at Close. It's an AI-driven platform for agents. And they just hired Stacy Soleil as their new head of community. Now, Close is a tech company for sure, but their whole focus and Stacy's entire role is about fostering human connection.
And this right here is where it all comes together. Look at this incredible statistic. Brokerages using Close see their agents boost production by an average of 36%. That's huge. This isn't AI replacing agents, it's AI making them dramatically better at their jobs.
So why does it work so well? Well, the CEO of Close, Dan Foodie, he says it's because they've always believed that relationships are the real competitive advantage. Their AI isn't designed to replace that human element, it's designed from the ground up to strengthen it.
So after looking at these 3 really key appointments, a pretty clear picture of the future starts to emerge. And it's not a future of AI versus humans. The future is a hybrid.
This is what that new model of leadership looks like. The smartest companies out there are fusing the power of the AI vanguard, all its data, its workflows, its insights, with that indispensable human touch of seasoned leaders. which is all built on experience, relationships, and a people-first attitude.
So here it is, the key takeaway. The new guard isn't choosing between AI and people. They're using smart technologies specifically to empower their best, most experienced, and most empathetic leaders to do what they do best: build relationships and serve clients.
And for a final, kind of fascinating thought, here's a little note from the source material for this whole explainer. The article itself was actually first drafted using AI, and then it was reviewed and revised by a human editor. I mean, talk about a perfect example of this hybrid model in action, right? So I'll just leave you with this question. What does that tell you about the future, not just of real estate, but of all of our industries?